Performing arts for animation. Comparison of ancient Greek theatre and no theatre. The ancient Greek theatre was a theatrical culture that flourished in ancient Greece from 700 BC. The city-state of Athens, which became a significant cultural, political, and religious place during this period, was its center, where the theatre was institutionalized as a part of a festival called Dionysia, which honored the god Dionysus. Tragedy, comedy, and satire play were the three dramatic genres to emerge there. Greek tragedy is widely believed to be an extension of the ancient rites carried out in honor of Dionysus, and it heavily influenced the theatre of ancient Rome and the Renaissance. Tragic plots were most often based upon myths from the oral traditions of archaic epics. In tragic theatre, however, these narratives were presented by actors. The most acclaimed Greek tragedians are Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides. These tragedians often explored many themes around human nature, mainly as a way of connecting with the audience, but also as a way of bringing the audience into the play. No theatre. No, derived from the Sino-Japanese word for skill or talent. No theatre is a major form of classical Japanese dance drama that has been performed since 14th century. Developed by Kan'ami and his son Zeami, it is the oldest major theatre art that is still regularly performed today. Although the term no and nogaku are sometimes used interchangeably, nogaku encompasses both no and kyojin. Traditionally, a full nogaku program included several no plays with comedic kyojin plays in between. An abbreviated program of two no plays with one kyojin piece has become common today. No is often based on tales from traditional literature with a supernatural being transformed into a human form as a hero narrating a story. No integrates masks, costumes, and various props in the dance-based musical performance, required highly trained actors and musicians. Emotions are primarily conveyed by stylized conventional gestures, while the iconic masks represents the roles such as ghosts, women, deities, and demons. Written in late Middle Japanese, the text widely describes the ordinary people of 12th and 16th century. Having a strong emphasis on tradition rather than innovation, No is extremely codified and regulated by the Emoto system. Similarities between Greek theatre and No theatre. One of the features that everyone who has been to a No play will notice is a similarity to Greek theatre. That is to say, there are masks, there are chorus, and there are dancers. All that we know about Greek theatre makes us think that the No and Greek theatre are very similar. In fact, there have been studies to show the similarities. Perhaps the most striking features of No play is the masks. The masks may originally have been intended to provide realism to the actor. All parts are taken by men to make the actor look like a beautiful woman, or an old man look like a young man, or a young man look like an old man. And in this sense, they are more realistic. But I think with the time, masks became more schematized, more abstract, and stopped looking like particular people, or even look like people you might see normally, but they became embodiments of certain qualities, beauty, or ugliness, or whatever. The masks are the super example for an artistic product at that time, and in this sense, perhaps they are more advanced artistically than what we know about the Greek masks. Both plays are traditionally enriched and began as a religious play. In No and Kyojin play, there is Kame Mono, and in Greek tragedy play, there is Dionysus. Regarding architecture, the difference between the two theatre types are significant as to scale, morphology, and means of construction. As in social aspects, No considered being the theatre to entertain the nobles, and as such it was addressed to the upper class, whereas the Greek tragedy addressed all the citizens including women, children, and foreigners. Although there was an independent development under different circumstances and cultural contexts, both types of theatre initiated from the worship of God.